welcome back to my channel. I know summer's winding down and I'm a little late in the game, but I want to talk about our summer body skincare routines. A couple of things I want to talk about today, or that I'm going to share today, are how I get smooth skin and keep my skin smooth throughout the summer. I'm just going to go over a few things that I do in general in my shower routine that keep my skin smooth or help keep my skin smooth, and also a few things I do. I want to give a disclaimer because I'm not a dermatologist, nor am I a licensed esthetician or anything of that manner. I'm just sharing a few things that work for me and that may be helpful for you as well. So, you could take my advice with a grain of salt. If you think that you may like something, that you try it to see how it works, but you're going to want to try it in like intervals. So don't go full on with, the full routine. Just kind of try to do things like patch tests. So just, you want to try it in areas like in your inner elbow or behind your knees, and then see how your body reacts to that product within 24 hours. Okay, so we're going to start with cleansing. So one of the things that I do once I get in the shower is I use just my regular body wash, which is Neutrogena Rain Bath. If you want to exfoliate while you're cleansing, there are a couple things you can use. So you can use exfoliating gloves, exfoliating mitts, or like body scrubbers, and loofahs. So the body scrubber that I'm referring to, this is the one I have, and it's like a net. And this one is actually 3 feet long. And I like these because I can use them on my back. So I generally use these. I use these all over, but I like the fact that they can help keep my back exfoliated. So I use these. I do use gloves also. I use these, which are like, you can see from the image, it's like a mitt. So you slide it onto your hand, and you just kind of wash like you would with a washcloth. I like these because they are very affordable. They're like, I think the last time I bought them, I got a 8-pack for like $8. So let's say $1 per item. I don't reuse these, so after I use them, I throw them in the trash. I just let them dry out and then I throw them in the trash. I like to use these on my lady parts. This actually is a 4-pack, by the way, but I like to use these on my lady parts and in my underarms, or armpits rather. And the scrubbing net I will use all over. However, this is like a little bit more abrasive, so you don't want to be like too rough on your private areas. So I tend to use these for that, because the abrasiveness is like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's like the grains or whatever are on these mitts, they're finer, and these are a little bit, they're rough. But I like these for my legs, especially like the back of my thighs and near my ankles. So you can kind of choose anything you want to use, really. That's just a couple of options. So you're going to cleanse yourself as you normally would. I usually do like twice and then move on to whatever else I'm going to do. And so with my exfoliating overall, so with this one, you could use daily if you're just using it for like your private areas, like I said. However, you don't want to over exfoliate. So like I said earlier, you want to kind of use your discretion. You know how much your body can take, or you can do like a test to see how much you can take. So for example, I would only probably use these every other day. And in general, I don't exfoliate every day. So I may like exfoliate one day and then just do a regular shower the next day. With this, you definitely don't want to use this every day because like I said, it's more abrasive. With loofahs, I feel like they tend to be more abrasive also. I actually just don't like loofahs because of the density. I feel like they are very hard. So I just would rather not use those. So this I probably use it with a higher frequency. So I'll use this probably like 4 times a week. So not exfoliating for 3 days. So I'm going to use the net to exfoliate, and then I'm going to use a body scrub to exfoliate, because I don't want to apply it after shaving, especially one that contains salt, in my opinion, because it's going to sting. So I do that, then I go ahead and shave my legs. So you're going to shave your legs like you normally would. There's different schools of thought on the direction in which you should shave. I would just do whatever works best for you, because I found if you follow either school of thought, it really, in my opinion, doesn't matter, because your hair is going to grow in different directions anyway. Just do what works best, what you know to work best for you. So that's really it. The last thing I do is apply, like, once I get out of the shower, I apply like a body oil or a body butter, but that is dependent upon really what I plan to wear and also like what I want to do that day. So it's very basic. It can be lengthy, like just the amount of time that it takes to actually shower, apply all these things, and like shave my legs really. But it's very basic. So you're going to cleanse yourself. You're going to either exfoliate while you're cleansing or exfoliate after cleansing, and then you're going to go ahead and do your hair removal. Now, if you wax or you go get waxed, you're going to want to wait 24 hours before you apply any type of exfoliant to you, or before you do any exfoliating. So whether you're going to use a scrub or use the net or any mitt or anything, you want to wait 24 hours. And I think it's just because your body is or that skin in that area is in like a more vulnerable state. So you just want to hold off for 24 hours. After that, you can proceed as you normally would. Okay, now that we got the routine down, we're going to talk about the different products you can use. So there are a variety of products that you can use. You can use like a shower oil, which I think is mainly for cleansing. However, I've found that like when I apply a body oil in the shower, I do get like a nice sheen, but I don't know. I'm like not 100% sold on using a shower oil, because those actually lather, and so I don't know that there's like that they're going to leave any residue behind. And also, I just don't know how clean I would feel with like a product that leaves a residue behind. So I like to be like squeaky clean. So you can use a shower oil, you can use body oil. Obviously in the shower you can use body scrubs. I'm looking over here to see what else I have. There's body butters, and yeah, that's about it that I like to use. And just kind of compare and contrast like why I may pick one product over the other, even though I do like all these products. Okay, I'm going to start with those that are probably like most common, and maybe not even most common, just like more popular ones. So I'm going to start with Fenty Skin for the body scrub. So this is the Buff Rider body scrub, and it claims to have some fruit enzymes and things of that nature which help with exfoliating. I personally am not a huge fan of this body scrub, especially for the price. I think it was like $45 or $44, something like that, maybe $39, but I'll put it on the screen. So I'm not crazy about it. I don't think, in my opinion, it does not do enough exfoliating. It's not coarse enough. Like as soon as you apply it, then like I said, this is my opinion, as soon as you apply it, I feel like the sugar crystals, because I believe this is a sugar scrub, they just kind of dissipate almost immediately. So in my opinion, it's not doing enough exfoliating. It does smell good, and I mean, that's really about it. It's a 6-ounce tube, and it's also, the other gripe that I have with this one is like I tend to store it like this so that the top is at the bottom to make sure that gravity, you know, gets most of the product down towards the opening. However, I found that this tube is not very effective. Like there'll be scrub left up here in the top half of the tube, and so it's just not, in my opinion, they could do better with the design for this. So I usually pair this with the Butter Drop Whipped Oil Body Cream by Fenty Skin. So this one is also, the price is about the same. I think this one is like $44. I do love this. It's very thick. I'll open it. Very thick. This is actually a new one. And it tends to like leave you, if you really want to be like shiny and like glowing, I would use this, because it's definitely going to leave like a nice, it's thick enough that it's going to leave like a nice coat on your skin. However, in general, you kind of want to be careful with that, because obviously it can transfer to your clothing and things like that. And also, I live in the DMV, and so in general, we tend to live in like a more well, the climate here is humid, especially in the summer, so it's just very muggy. And so if you're going to be like outside, you probably want to avoid this because you're going to be sweaty and, you know, just like nasty. So I would avoid this for outside, but like in the winter, in the fall, absolutely. If you're going to be inside all day, absolutely, like a nice evening out, I would stick with this. And like I said, the price is about $45, I think. What I also like about this one is that it's refillable. So you take the top off and you just push to the bottom, and then this comes out. Now in general, I feel like with most things that are, oh, to get it back in, you just press it in. With most things that are refillable, you don't necessarily need the container. However, for this one you do, because the refill is going to come with like a peel back top, and so you wouldn't have a way to store it unless you use some other container. But I also like the fact that it's refillable, and the refill I think is $39 or $38. And also, depending on where you get it from, you can do like a subscribe and save, so you pay like a little bit less, so like $38, $37 for the refill. But this, I get a lot of use out of this one. This is actually my second one. So I'm gonna do, so continuing with brands that I use, like both the scrub and also the body balm, I'm going to talk about Soap and Glory. Now this is a Soap and Glory body scrub. I actually, and this says on here our original fragrance, which is Rose and Bergamot. I actually am not a huge fan of this, unfortunately. I just thought I would love it. It does smell nice, but it is like a heavy scent. It's very scented, and I'm very sensitive to scents, and so I just sometimes do not want to use this, but I will. I also do not think like this, so I got it because of the name. It says like Flake Away, and people were like raving about it. And so once I got it, I tried it, and I'm just like, this literally, the granules in here are just like barely there. Like, it's like, I mean, I want to touch it, but I don't want to touch it. It's very minimal exfoliating. So I would use this if I just wanted to hit something like my shoulders, for example. My shoulders don't tend to have like a lot of dry skin for whatever reason. So I probably would just hit like my shoulders, probably my chest. And so in general, what I like to do, like with scrubs that don't work so well for my entire body, sometimes I'll mix. But if you're doing like, if you're using scented ones like this or that Fenty, you want to be careful with mixing the scents, because this one has a lingering scent. So once you got the shower, this scent is going to remain. So just want to keep that in mind. So I do have this Flake Away body scrub. This brand, Soap and Glory, they have others, but this is the only one that I've used by them. And then they also have this body butter. It's called the Righteous Butter. I do like this. It's pretty thick. And as a person with dry skin, I just need a lot of moisture. And so this also claims to provide 72 hours of moisture, and it has a blend of shea butter, vitamin E, and rosehip oil. So I do think this is pretty effective. One of the things you want to think about when looking at the effectiveness of your body butter is like when you're applying it. Are you going to bed? Are you going outside? Things of that nature. Another body scrub that I actually really like is the Ouai. Sorry, this container is dirty. The Ouai, so Ouai is O-U-A-I, and this is the St. Bart's Scalp and Body Scrub. Now, this is the thickness. This is very coarse. So it's a sugar scrub. It's very coarse. The scent is amazing. Like literally, they need to come out with this and a body cream, because I just love the scent of this one. And it kind of like just gives you like beach vibes. Now it says scalp and body scrub, so for other people, it probably works well on the scalp. So I tried it as a scalp scrub, and I am not a fan of using this in my hair, because the granules of sugar are so big. I felt like it was like pulling my hair, and I did notice that once I did like my comb through, I did have a lot more shed hair than I would naturally have. So probably won't use this for my hair again, but I definitely use it for my body. This Also has a like leather to it. So I really enjoy this one. The scent is wonderful. I tend to feel more moisturized when using this one. I don't know why. Oh, it has sweet almond oil. So maybe that's why. I heard that sweet almond oil is a little bit more moisturizing than others. So maybe that's what it is. But this is probably my favorite. This is more pricey. It's $38 just for the scrub. And in comparison, I actually forgot to talk about this, but for Soap and Glory, the Soap and Glory body butter and the body scrub are both $22, I believe it is, each. So for the price of the two of these, you can get one of these, but I think the quality of this is better. I also have, they don't have the St. Bart's body cream yet, but I do have the Way Melrose Place body cream. This is actually one of my favorites. So you can see how thick it is. And this smells like rose, a light rose scent. So it is perfume, but just not as heavily perfumed as, let's say, the Soap and Glory body scrub. But at least like a light rose scent. Like if you're gonna wear this with, one of the things I do like to consider is the perfume I plan to wear. So like if I were wearing Être Brie by Louis Vuitton, then I would use this because the scent will linger and then it's just kind of like a layering effect. So this works really well. I don't like the Way perfumes. So I had gotten this perfume, the Melrose Place by Way, and I didn't like it. It's not the same. Like obviously it's the same scent, but it just doesn't hit the same way the scent does for the body cream. So I would not recommend those. In regards to providing moisture, I do think that this provides a substantial amount of moisture, but like I said, it's going to vary based on your skin. And for me, with my very dry skin, I do think this does a nice job. And it's like, it's light, but because it's whipped, but it just, I don't know, it definitely still locks in moisture. This isn't one that I'm going to wear overnight, so I would definitely use this if I shower that morning and I'm getting ready to go somewhere or something like that. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorites. So goodbye. This is the same price as the body scrub. So this is also $38. And I've had this for a while. It's 7.5 ounces. I think the body scrub is actually the same. 8.8 ounces. 7.5 ounces. So yeah, I mean, they're pricier, but you're not gonna, this isn't one you're gonna use every day unless you just want to, which is why I have a variety of options. The last body butter scrub combo I'm going to talk about is Osé, which is an algae, it's an Undaria algae body butter, and then also I have the body oil. Now I have these small kind of discovery sets, I'll say, because these are actually pretty pricey, that amount of money, if I'm not sure that I want to go all in. So I bought the discovery set for like $60, I think, and it came with this, which is 1.7 ounces of the body butter, 1.7 ounces of the body oil, and then also a body balm and a body scrub. I haven't used the, I did try the body scrub. It's definitely coarse and it's salt based, and it's, that's one you definitely want to, you know, make sure you're wet. You make sure your skin is wet before you apply it, because it is very coarse and it was like rough. I don't know that that's one that I would like, because it has, in general, these products have like a more, I want to say like a earthy scent. And so that's not something that I really care for. However, actually probably going into the fall will probably actually accommodate more of my winter or cold weather scents. So that's that. I haven't used the body butter yet, but it smells just like the oil. Like I said, they really have this like earthy scent. So I really can't review this one, but it's pretty pricey, like I said. And so if you do try it, report back and let me know. But I did use the body oil, and I do, you can see actually here, I do actually enjoy the body oil, and it claims to reduce the appearance of like crepey skin associated with older skin and also stretch marks. Now I didn't use it for any like to do any research on the claims or whatever, but I did use it just because it was what I had handy, and I do like this a lot. It does provide a lot of moisture. It also says that it firms. I feel like you would need to use it for like a long period of time to really kind of review the claims that it's providing or stating, but it's very moisturizing, and I feel like this does lock in moisture. So I really do enjoy this oil. Actually, I'm considering getting the bigger bottle, which they have like, this is a 1 ounce, and I've used it like 3 times now. So as you can see, a little goes a long way. They have also a 5.5 ounce and I think 8 ounce. The 8 ounce is the most expensive at $72. I'm not sure how much this little one costs by itself. And then I know the 5.5 is like $48 by itself. So honestly, in my opinion, it does make more sense to get the Discovery Kit if this is not something you're planning to use like on a daily basis. I do have one other body scrub that I want to talk about. It's not a set. It is just a body scrub by itself, but I actually really like this one. It's the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub by First Aid Beauty. And it has 10% AHA, which is, I think, alpha hydroxy. So glycolic and lactic acids are the AHAs, I'm sorry. So KP, for those who don't know, is basically like strawberry legs. I don't want to say the scientific term or the diagnostic term or whatever, because I want to say it incorrectly, but that's what KP refers to. And so this is to help loosen and decongest your pores, loosen the top layer skin and decongest your pores. I like this a lot because I tend to have like an issue with the skin on the back of my thighs. It's not really anything major. I don't have strawberry legs or anything like that, but like the hair follicles, they tend to like really hold on to the hair back there. So I like to use this there. So sometimes I'll do this thing where I kind of just like mix my body scrubs. So I'll use this in like the areas where I have issues. So like I said, the back of my thighs and usually my underarms. And then I'll use another body scrub on the rest of my body. But this is really good because I just feel like it's very tiny. Like the granules are tiny, tiny, tiny. And so I feel like you can really get like a deep exfoliation going because the granules are so tiny. And so this is one I wouldn't use, but maybe 2 times a week when we're talking about the frequency of use. But I really enjoy this one, and I will purchase it again. I actually got it because of it was one of like the top rated on Ulta, and I was looking for another body scrub to like focus on those areas that I was talking about, the back of my thighs and my underarms. So yeah, I enjoyed this one. I would recommend getting it if you have strawberry legs. And the price for this one, I think it was $29 at Ulta. So that's it for the body scrubs. Oh no, I'm sorry, I do have an additional one that I left off, and this is just one like if you're going to do daily exfoliating. This is actually a body polish, and it's by Dove. And so this is very affordable. It's like $6 or $7. It's whipped, so it has like a whipped texture. They have a variety of scents. This one is brown sugar and coconut. They have like pomegranate. They have a mango, and I think they have like macadamia or something. And obviously the colors are going to align. I think these are very moisturizing, and if you just want to like, feel cute before you go to bed, because that's like ultimately the test that I do. Like, depending on how my skin feels against my sheets, that's how I determine how well the scrub worked for me. So this is more of like a daily use. It's not as intense as some of the other scrubs that I've shown, and it has like a very light scent. Like the scent is there, but 9 times out of 10, once you get out of the shower, you won't smell the scent. So I recommend these. Target, always has the $5 off, $20 purchase or $25 purchase of beauty items. So I'll go on Target and run it up and get those. A couple of other things that I want to talk about are body oils. I addressed the Osé body oil, but I didn't talk about a couple of others that I used. This is going to be the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Oil. It's a mist, so it's a spray. I like this one because I like the scent. So it has oat oil and jojoba oil, so it has like a light scent. However, And it also claims that it's going to condition rough skin and gives you smoother and more even skin within a week. I don't know that it did all that, and I had been using this since the winter, but I do like this for a heavier oil to use in the winter because I just feel like it locks in the moisture. So in the winter, what I'll do is I tend to mix like a body oil and a lotion. And so this is the lotion that I chose to, the body oil, that I like to mix with in the winter time. The oil that I like to use that's a little bit more affordable is the Up and Up. So that Aveeno is going to be, I think it was like $9, and that's a 6-ounce bottle. And once it gets down to the bottom, it's actually very hard to use. So the one I also get to use like interchangeably, and it's actually a lighter oil than that one, is this Up and Up. So this is the Target brand body oil. And they say you can compare it to the Neutrogena body oil. You probably can, but I didn't bother. This one works fine for me. This is like $6 for a 16-ounce bottle. And I thought it's sesame seed oil, so it tends to be lighter. So this is the one I prefer to use in the summer if you're looking for a light oil. Like, one of the things that I like to consider when I'm trying to decide how to moisturize my body is like what I plan to do that day, like I mentioned earlier. And also, since this area that I live in is very humid, like in my inside or outside, and what's the temperature for the day, what's the humidity for the day. And I know it's a lot to consider, but literally I just feel like you have to, because you want to make sure that you're choosing a product with the right density. So I'll go back and forth between oil or body butter or lotion also, depending on what's going on. But this one's pretty good. It keeps you, it definitely gives you like a nice sheen to your skin. You're not going to sweat too much with this one, like I said, because it's light. And yeah, I just think it's scentless. That's like probably the best or the biggest pro to this one, in my opinion. It's very like, it has like a very light scent, but I wouldn't be like, oh, she has on the Up and Up body oil. Like, you would never know what it is. So it makes it better if you're going to wear perfumes, or easier to choose your perfume that you want to wear with this. And then the last body oil that I have is actually the Trader Joe's Lemongrass Coconut Body Oil with almond and jojoba oil. This is actually probably my favorite. I think I said the last one was my favorite, but this is really my favorite. I love this oil because if you're going to be outside, this is the oil you want to use. This oil is like $4.99 a bottle at Trader Joe's. It's a 4.8-ounce bottle, and it repels mosquitoes. So like literally when I plan to go outside, always wear this. It gives you like a light lemony scent. So you can even like forego perfume, honestly, and use this. You're not gonna get any mosquito bites. Okay, let me not say like 100%, but I haven't had mosquito bites in years since I started using this. So there's that. But if you don't know, lemongrass is like a natural deterrent for mosquitoes. So that's why you want to get this if you're going to be doing any outside day partying or cookouts or whatever. Use this. And in those events, most of the time, or in the event that you're doing something like that, you're not going to want to wear perfume anyway, because at least here, it's just going to be like, you're going to be very sticky and nasty, and you're wearing bug spray most of the time anyway. So to avoid having to use bug spray, I use this. So I like this one also. In general, I'm not a fan of coconut oil on my body, but when it comes to this, I don't even care. I just use this. Now, I don't, in general, use any of these on my feet, like immediately, unless I'm planning to be in the house for like a little while before I go outside. If I'm going directly outside, I don't use any oils on my feet, because if you're wearing like flip-flops, sandals, things like that, it's just going to be a very slippery situation. So it's not a good idea. The last body product I'm going to talk about for moisture is Kiehl's Creme Decor, and this is just like, it's a very popular lotion actually by Kiehl's. I tend to wear this in the winter, but I've been using it this summer because my skin is just always very dehydrated. This is actually the refillable pack. I have the bottles, like the pump bottles also, but it doesn't make a difference. Like I said, you can actually save money by just getting the refills and putting them in your own bottles. I like this one a lot. It's very thick, and so like I said, I prefer to use it in the winter, but I do use this on my feet all year round just because it's thick, and I really want to make sure I lock in the moisture on my feet. And actually, I didn't talk about the price of this. So in general, the Creme de Coeur by Kiehl's is it can be pricey. Like, so the big pump bottle, I think it's like maybe 30 ounces or something, can be like about $80. So for this, I got this during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I actually got 2 of these, and last year's anniversary sale, and they were $48 each. So, and they were giving you a pump bottle, so you really don't need to buy the full-size pump. You could get, just look around, because Nordstrom loves to give a gift. So just look, and they'll give you like the pump bottle with the refills. So that's that on the price. But this is definitely a pricier lotion. One of the last things I want to talk about, in regards to razors, really spends a huge amount on razors these days, because we have like the Dollar Shave Club, Flamingo, a bunch of other different brands that make more affordable razors. But my favorite razor is the 5-blade razor from Target. These come in generally a 2-pack, and it's $3.19 for the 2-pack. These are probably like the best razors I've ever used. And with razors, you know, we have to replace them pretty frequently depending on the frequency of your shaving. But these, in my opinion, hold up pretty well. So I love these. Please don't go and buy them all. Now onto feet. So I get a pedicure like every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how often my nails need to be done. So in the meantime, like in the interim, you should be taking care of your feet at home also, because you don't want to just wait until you go to the nail salon and have them do everything there. So one of the ways that I like to keep my feet soft is with a rasp. So I got this. This is Earth Therapeutics is the brand. I got this at Ulta, and it has this side with the raised side, the raised like pattern or whatever. So I use that one probably more, but it also has this side without the raised pattern. And I just like this to like touch up my feet when I'm not at the nail salon or whatever. It also has this smaller insert that's in the handle, and that is for like your toe area. So like if you have you know, dry skin on your toes or at the top of your toes, you would use this little piece here. But I think this was like about $7, and sometimes, well, when I got this, they had the buy one get one free or half off or something. So I got this and something else, but it's very affordable. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's like $8 max. One of the things you want to avoid is like them cutting your skin, and so I had a very bad experience with that actually in the past. So I don't let them use these or anything else, like none of the razors, nothing on my skin or on my feet rather at the nail salon. So I do this like every other day at home in the shower. So you just wait until like the end of your shower, because that's when your feet are probably gonna be like the softest, and then you go ahead and hit it with this. And you don't need to add like soap or anything on it. It's just fine. It'll go ahead and take away the skin. And if you find that you're using it, like it takes a lot of effort for you to use it, what I'll do is like use it a little bit one day and then wait and then go back and use it again the next day. On the days that I don't use this, I use a pumice. So this is one that I actually currently have. And so this is just like, this isn't like a true pumice, because a pumice really is like a stone. This is more like a hardened sponge, but it works just the same in my opinion. And I actually prefer these over the pumice stone. What I do with these is I just wait. So like I said, on the days that I don't use the rasp, I use this. And so I just wait to the end of the shower, just like I would do with this. And I put body wash on here, and then I just use it to hit like my feet all over. So this will also like smooth out any like hard areas. So one of the things is, it's not going to like, if you have a callus on your foot, this is not going to get rid of a callus, okay? You need this for a callus. But this will smooth out a calloused area after you use this. I just wouldn't recommend doing this and then this. So you would do this one day, apply a cream, like then the next day hit it with this, and then I just alternate the two. And then when you go to the nail salon, you don't have to worry about them using this or that little cheese grater thing on your feet. Do not let them do it, okay? So that's how you keep your feet smooth. The foot product that I was referencing that you should use if you have like callous skin and you want to try to eliminate that or help diminish that is going to be Kerastol There are other brands also, but the ingredient that you want to look for is urea. So that'll help, get down that callous skin. And of course, it's not going to happen overnight. You have to be consistent. And with continued use, you'll start to see that it diminishes that callous area. But then, like I said, you still want to use the rasp and also the pumice to help aid. Yeah, there are like store brands you can also get if Kerasol is too expensive, because it's kind of pricey for like the amount. I think the tube may be like 3 to 4 ounces, and it's probably like $9 for that tube. But you're gonna and obviously their feet, so it's a larger area, but you would just apply that after your shower. You want to make sure you always dry your feet thoroughly. But yeah, you can apply the Kerasol to your feet at night, put on socks. That'll help keep the product on your feet. And then, like I said, continue with the rasp and pumice, alternating every other day. Also, if your feet are like really very bad, just go ahead and go to a podiatrist and like get a true treatment for your feet, because there are things that they can do for you that obviously none of us on YouTube can do without being a podiatrist. The other thing that I like to do for my feet, I don't have it here, but there is a tea tree oil by the same brand, Earth Therapeutics, that I got when I got this. And it's a tea tree oil, and I just tend to apply that after doing everything else. Lastly, I want to leave you guys with a few tips just for having like your best skin. So when it comes to showering, obviously we all know that you're not supposed to shower with very hot temperatures. I personally like a hot shower, and you're also going to need some kind of warm water to kind of soften the skin to get it ready for hair removal and for exfoliating. But use your discretion. You don't want to take long hot showers, especially as we're moving into cooler weather. It's just it'll dehydrate your skin and make your skin dry also. So kind of use your discretion. What I tend to do is, because I like to take hot showers, at the end of my shower I will turn the water to cool and just kind of use that to cool off before getting out the shower. But like I said, you do need some type of warmth to like get your skin ready for the things that you're going to do. You can the other thing with taking like a hot shower is, because these routines tend to take longer, it's going to like soften your skin too much, so you'll have wrinkled skin. Then you're going to be at risk, like if you plan to shave, for example, you're going to be at risk of cutting your skin. Or if you want to use a rasp on your feet, you're definitely going to be at risk of tearing your skin or cutting your skin, so you don't want to do that. So I tend to kind of spread these routines out over multiple showers, so I will never do all these steps within one shower, just because it takes too long and because I like to take a hot shower. So just kind of use your discretion here. But one of the things you can also do is use kind of a chemical exfoliation, and with that you definitely want to pay attention to how your body reacts. So you definitely want to use those test patches. If you can use products with hyaluronic acid to help exfoliate those areas, and so that way you don't have to do as much manual exfoliation in those areas. Like I said, this is my summer body routine. It's going to vary by person. You want to make sure you're drinking enough water so that your skin is just hydrated overall, and you are also hydrated. This routine is going to change once I get into the colder months. Obviously, it just is what it is. And so if you live in drier areas, you may want to look at other products that are more suitable for the areas that you live in, and also maybe visit a dermatologist in your area and get some advice there on what may work better for your skin overall. I forgot to include this. If you have like acne on your body or broken skin, anything like that, do not exfoliate in those areas. I probably actually wouldn't exfoliate at all until it's cleared up, because that can really irritate those areas, and it's going to prolong the healing of whatever you got going on. So just be mindful of that and try not to do it. Also, areas like where you have eczema, if you have eczema, like dry patches and things like that, like make sure that it's not anything that is going to be irritated with the due to like the abrasiveness of these products, or any products really. So just kind of watch, pay attention, and see what happens there. But yeah, you definitely don't want to exfoliate over any open wounds, any pimples, any irritated areas, anything like that. So just keep that in mind. I forgot to mention, this is like a safety tip. Do not use body scrubs on your feet in the shower, because you will slip. Even with the mat, you're likely to slip, because most of them contain oils. So just avoid that. Also, to give yourself like your best skin, you want to eat skin healthy foods. So fatty foods like salmon, nuts, oils, tomatoes, peppers, things of that nature. Those are going to help your skin really flourish. The last thing I want to share, and it comes to like the application of products. When you are applying products, if you have thighs like me, I have big thighs. I know my thighs are going to rub together. I know, like, when I'm going outside, I'm going to the day party, I'm wearing shorts, you know, whatever. Be mindful of the products that you are using on your thighs, because I do not want to see you at the party foaming at the thighs, okay? So I tend to always use body oil on the inner thighs because like I said, do not be at the party foaming at the thighs. So keep that in mind. And that's my final tip. All right, so that wraps up my summer body skincare routine. So if you like the content, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions for me or if there's anything specifically that you would like me to address. Thank you for watching.